Hello everybody and welcome to the third and final basic challenge included in the Starcraft II Wings of Liberty game. This one is called Tactical Command, and it's just like the other two except you are given Terran units and you are forced against different Zerg. So in the first round, again what you're trying to do is defend each of your supply depots. First round there are Mutalisks, Zerglings, and Banelings, and you have Medivacs, a Ghost, a bunch of Marines, a bunch of Hellions, and a single siege tank. So what you're trying to do in this game is defeat all of the enemies, prevent them from killing your supply depots, all the while losing as little of your own units as possible. I'm going to use my Hellions to counter the Zerglings, Medivacs and Marines to kill the Mutalisks, and a single siege tank here to kill all the Banelings. I will also be sending my Ghost over to attack the Mutalisks. So what you're going to have to do is try and kill them all without getting hit. And easily for the Hellions, they move faster. These Zergs are unupgraded. You can just kite them and kill them all with your fire attack. And so the Hellions are definitely the best choice against the Zerglings. This one is probably the easiest in the entire tactical command. All you need to do is sit your siege tank there, put it into siege mode, and it will kill all the Banelings. And if a couple of Banelings hit your supply depot, it doesn't matter, just as long as it doesn't go down. This is the hardest in the first round, and what you have to do is, first off, I did a lot of snipes with my Ghost before putting into Cloak, and now my Medivacs are healing my Marines. And what you can do is, if you have low health Marines, you can pick them up into your Medivac to prevent them from getting killed. Sort of like how you can burrow Zerg units to prevent them getting killed, you can use a Medivac to pick up low health Marines. And you can use that same strategy in the future missions when you are given Medivacs. So here we have Marines, Marauders, Siege Tanks, Ghost, Medivacs against a group of Hydras, a group of Roaches, and a single Ultralisk. In this case, I'm bringing my 9 Marauders, which have Stimpack but not concussive shells, to attack the Roaches. I'm bringing most of my siege tanks, it looks like, down to the Hydras, along with my Ghost. And I decide that I'll bring more siege tanks over to my Ghost. And now I have 5 siege tanks and my Ghost over here. Here I go, the 9 Marauders. I do have Stimpack, so I can use that to try and kite the oncoming Roaches, which are slow and only have 3 range. So here I go, I'm attacking, I'm kiting, and I used Stimpack, so I attack a lot faster and I move a lot faster. And as you can see, they do get a single one of my Marauders, but I'm able to kill all of the Roaches without any problem. In the next round, I have a Siege Tank and a bunch of Marines with my Medivacs. So I'm going to bring my Siege Tank up front first to try and tank most of the damage while my Marines use Stimpack to kill the Ultralisk, and then I'm moving my Siege Tank around to prevent the Ultralisk from attacking it as it moves over to my Marines, and does not manage to get any of them because I can kite them away from that Ultralisk. In the final round, I have 5 Siege Tanks on my single Ghost against this group of Hydralisks. Just like what I did on the Mutalisk, I'm going to use Snipe to take down two Hydralisks right there before they are faced with my Siege Tanks and get easily destroyed by the splash damage, but while still being able to just take 1 out. So now I have 7 losses in this game. And for the final round, there we have Vikings, Medivacs, Hellions, Marauders, your Ghost again, Siege Tanks and Thors, against another group of Mutalisks, a group of Zerglings and Broodlords, and Hydras and Roaches. So for this round, I'm bringing all of my Thors over to kill the Mutalisks, as they do a lot of splash damage and they do extra damage towards light. My Siege Tanks are going to go up and siege against the Roaches and Hydralisks, and I should be bringing my Marauders over in just a second. And for the top, I will be using the Vikings, as they can hit, I think they're the only unit besides the Thor I have here that can hit the Broodlords, and I'll be using the Hellions to kill all the Zerglings and any Broodlings that may come out. The Marauders are very good at tanking damage, and they're good against the Roaches. And again, I can use the medevacs to pick up any of the low health marauders if I need to. And my ghost, I will be bringing down to the roaches and the hydralisks again to use the snipe ability if I need to. So the first round I think will be the Zerglings and the Broodlords, and if you focus fire down the Broodlords with your Vikings, as I will do, they should be able to kill off pretty much all the Broodlords before they can even get in range of your supply depot. So here I am focus firing down the Broodlords as I am again kiting the Zerglings with my Hellions, and I easily finished off that round there. On the right, my Ghost is out front. I'm going to cloak and then snipe Hydralisk, as the splash damage from the siege tank can easily take out the Hydras, and my Marauders can use stim pack to kite all the roaches up front. For this final round, I have 5 Thors against 17 Mutalisks here, and all you have to do is, again, just focus fire down the Mutalisks and pull back any of your low health units so that they do not get killed. And the splash damage from your Thors should easily be able to take out any and all of these Mutalisks right here. And so this was the final basic challenge in Starcraft II, the tactical command for Terran, and that is how I got gold on this challenge.